Hey, how you doing, everybody? This is Matt from the Matt Night Show. Now, the halftime show by Bad Bunny keeps exposing Trump, right? And this is what I'm going to say, right? People always talk about PDA, public displays of affection. People talk about that, but Trump gets PDD, public displays of disapproval. And ever since Bad Bunny put on his show, which is one of the best halftime shows in history, right? People have been going crazy. Even in our comments, people are talking about it. Let's run the first comment that we saw and let's see what people pretty much have to say. This video said, guys, I'm not a huge Bad Bunny fan, but this show was pretty incredible. I felt like I was stepping back into a kind of West Side Story. The set design was just amazing. The United States has shone brightly around the world thanks to shows like this. Only the bitter ones didn't understand the show, and I'm not even Latino. I don't speak Spanish, but the energy was awesome. They said, "Hey man, that was great energy. I like the show, man. Kudos." Another comment. The divider in chief caused America to end up with two shows. Think about that. We always had one show, but thanks to the divider in chief, we have two shows now, man. Brilliant comment. Brilliant comment. Another comment. Brilliant performance. I mean, for real. The warm message of brotherhood and unity was something that really moved me. All the flags flying together. I wasn't sure what to expect. It was awesome. You can kind of tell from these comments, these aren't even Bad Bunny fans. I know a lot of people personally who said, hey, I don't even know any of Bad Bunny's music, but I'm going to listen to it because it got so much backlash. We talked about this yesterday. The backlash that they gave it, it actually drew more people to it. Crazy. But like I said, man, it's just another example of public displays of disapproval with Trump. People really weren't talking about this, but there were a lot of ICE protests at the Super Bowl. Run the clip, Josh.
Just outside the stadium today, a political message. Hundreds of people marched saying ICE is not welcome at this game or here in the Bay Area. NBC Bay Area's Alyssa Gord was there as these protesters tried to send a message both to the Super Bowl and federal leaders. She joins us live with that part of the story. Alyssa.
Yeah, Janelle, they were calling for ICE and immigration enforcement out of the Bay. They were also remembering the names of those killed by federal agents like Renee Good, like Alex Preddy. Now, many of the people at this protest were worried over comments made by the Department of Homeland Security last year, suggesting that ICE agents would be at the Super Bowl. While local and federal leaders have said that would not happen, the protesters wanted to make clear they don't want ICE here. Also present today was the man known as Batman of San Jose, who recently called on Santa Clara City Council to do more to prevent immigration enforcement at the Super Bowl.
It's important that we're here on the world's largest stage because it's important that the entire world knows that we're not going to roll over and accept this.
Think about what he said. We're not going to roll over and accept this. We're not going to accept it, right? So he keeps getting all this backlash. And the Bad Bunny halftime show is just the latest example of Trump being exposed and getting another public display of disapproval. Just a few months ago, we had the biggest protest, the biggest one-day protest in American history. And was it for, was it for like anything positive? No. It was all against Trump and his disastrous policies. Remember that? Let's run the clip, Josh, so we can remind people just how big the No Kings protests were a few months ago.
Rallies across the country opposing President Trump's agenda on the day of the president's military parade. They cap a week of demonstrations against immigration raids that began in Los Angeles and spread nationwide. Today's events in about 2,000 cities and towns were organized by the No Kings movement, which calls the administration's actions authoritarian. There were rallies near Mr. Trump's Mar-a-Lago residence in West Palm Beach, Florida.
No ICE! No KKK! No fascist USA!
In Boston, where it was raining. In Atlanta, with Proud Boy counter-protesters looking on. And in Philadelphia, at the flagship No Kings rally. Local officials are
embarrassing. And the reason I brought that up is that a lot of times when you hear about the biggest protests in American history, you think it was something great that happened, right? No, it's people are peed off at Trump and his disastrous policies. And when he sees that, he gets triggered because he hates to see public displays of disapproval. And he's gotten so unpopular that even when he goes to a restaurant, people are on his head. Remember this clip when he went into the restaurant and they pretty much called him Hitler? Run the clip.
Trump, you are not welcome here. Yes, he is. Free Palestine. Trump is the Hitler of our time. Free DC. Free Palestine. Trump is the Hitler of our time. Free DC. Free Palestine. Trump is the Hitler of our time.
Man, Trump is going out sad, man. And like I said, he's getting exposed once again, man. He's getting rejected by the American public. And we said this first, and we've been talking about this for the last week. You know who Trump really is at the core? He's the political Michael Myers. Look at that. The face movements, even the hair is different. He probably looks like it's been dyed to look like to be Michael Myers. Trump is the political Michael Myers. Think about it. Michael Myers he commits crimes with no thought. There's no purpose. There's no reason. He's just out there committing crimes because he's just a troubled individual and his instincts are horrible. That's who Trump is, the political Michael Myers. And when you elect Michael Myers for president, you're going to pee off the whole entire country. Correction. You're going to pee off the whole entire world, man. So like I said, man, this is the political Michael Myers. Political Michael Myers, man. So I hope you enjoyed this video and make sure you do those 3 things. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Take care, everybody.